what is this? U.S. Foreign Assist official account saying, the U.S. is deeply concerned by reports that federal government of Somalia officials have destroyed a U.S.-funded World Food Program warehouse and illegally seized 76 metric tons of donor-funded food aid for vulnerable Somalis. The Trump administration has a zero-tolerance policy for waste, theft, and diversion of life-saving assistance. The State Department has paused all ongoing U.S. assistance programs which benefit the Somali federal government. Any resumption of assistance will be dependent upon the Somali federal government taking accountability for its unacceptable actions and taking appropriate remedial steps. U.S. halts assistance to Somalia over claims food aid was illegally seized. U.S. has suspended all assistance to the government of Somalia, alleging that officials destroyed a UN World Food Program warehouse and seized donor-funded aid. The Trump administration has a zero-tolerance policy for waste, theft, and diversion of life-saving assistance. The message, posted on the account of the Undersecretary for Foreign Assistance, said reports have been received about officials illegally seizing 76 tons of food intended for vulnerable Somalis. Somali has denied the allegations, saying that the expansion work underway in the Mogadishu port where the warehouse is located had not affected any aid storage. Well, I don't like believing in any government, but when it comes to like a government known for fraud and people currently defrauding my citizens, I'm probably gonna believe my government over that one. It stressed that all the humanitarian aid in question was still under the custody and control of the World Food Program, including assistance provided by the United States. A WFP staff member in Mogadishu, speaking on condition of anonymity, confirmed to the AFP news agency that the food aid had not been stolen. The warehouse was partially demolished during the weekend without the knowledge of the WFP team, but there was no looting involved. And the US said it would only resume assistance if the Somali government took accountability for its unacceptable actions and appropriate remedial steps. Although the US has withdrawn from several UN organizations under President Donald Trump, it remains by far the largest contributor to the WFP, paying $2 billion, 1.5 billion pounds in 2025, almost a third of its total funding. It's time to drop that down way fucking low or cut it completely. Somalia's government is battling Al-Qaeda-linked Islamist militants as it tries to rebuild the country after a devastating civil war and years of drought. I think that civil war is still going on, and I'm pretty sure that my tax dollars in Minnesota and in Maine are funding multiple sides of the civil war, actually. This is the latest example of the deteriorating relations between Washington and Mogadishu. Last month, Trump lashed out at Somali migrants living in the US, telling reporters they should go back to where they came from, and their country is no good for a reason. I mean, he just telling it like it is, bro. Communities have been targeted in immigration raids as the government alleges large-scale benefit fraud in Minnesota, the US state with the largest Somali community in the US. The recent recognition by U.S. ally Israel of the breakaway Republic of Somaliland, which Somalia considers to be a part of its territory, has further angered Mogadishu. The aid that was allegedly seized by Somali officials was meant to help people cope with the effects of drought, floods, conflict, high food prices, and dwindling harvests, according to the WFP. It quotes figures saying that 4.6 million people in Somalia are facing crisis levels of hunger. That seems to be a Somalian problem, not an American one, though. Oh no, Mogadishu is angered. Oh no. We have a statement by the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association on today's ICE activity and political reaction in Minneapolis. Minnesota Police and Peace Officer Association said, the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association stands firmly behind law enforcement officers, accountability under the law, and the safety of every Minnesota community. Irresponsible, reckless rhetoric from political leaders attacking law enforcement has real and dangerous consequences for officers on the street. When officers are vilified, demonized, or used as political props, it fuels hostility, emboldens bad actors, and puts lives directly at risk. MPPOA calls on leaders to stop the inflammatory language and respect the legal and investigative process. And that sounds nice, but shortly after the statement was made, we had Nick Sortor trying to call the police in Minneapolis, and the dispatchers being unironic agents of chaos in this case. So I don't know how much this statement actually fucking matters when I think about it. Andy No here saying the leftist rioter who used her SUV to block federal officials on the road in Minneapolis before being shot dead after accelerating toward one is Renee Good. She's pictured below with long blonde hair, and she's a queer activist from Colorado who moved to Minneapolis. In reaction to the deadly incident, leftists are urging vengeance and riots in Minneapolis. Rioters earlier surged to a federal building and smashed up the entrance. The shooting incident occurred in the context of the far left and Antifa urging violence against ICE for months. It has led to an Antifa cell carrying out an ambush shooting in Texas on the Prairie Land facility. At least 7 have pleaded guilty to a federal terrorism charge. Then in Dallas, an ICE facility was shot up by an anti-ICE activist, killing people. And they have part of her profile here. I think this might be Instagram. I have no idea. Renee Good, she, her, gay flag poet and writer, wife and mom, and shitty guitar strummer from Colorado, experiencing Minneapolis, Minnesota. And see, my question would be, if they had just moved there from Colorado, why were there different plates on the vehicle? Because they had like Missouri plates, did they not? So like, why were there Missouri plates on the vehicle? That makes it interesting because in the most recent video that we had released, the wife also says, and we don't change our plates, so if you take us in, you'll see the same plate on the vehicle when you come to us later. Now I just think she was lying, you know? We have someone named Pedro Gonzalez posting a picture of Mr. Paul here. Paul shows up pretty often on this stream. There seems to be a chain of responses. Let's go. Pedro saying the best video evidence right now shows ICE shot a woman while she was attempting to drive away from rather than run over a federal agent. Unless something else comes out. Oh, it did, Mr. Pedro. A trigger-happy Fed just executed an American citizen. That's not what happened. And the Trump admin wants to cover it up. Also not what's happening. This isn't partisan. If you think it's partisan to demand transparency and accountability from the government in cases like these, you have terminal brain worms. I think it is Pedro here who has terminal brain and butt worms, actually. Paul saying embarrassing, she literally hit a federal agent with her car. And then Pedro posted a pic of Paul saying events like J6 and the murder of Ashley Babbitt, yes, the cop murdered her, being used for cynical power games made me a meaner person. And Pedro said, almost every single person saying this woman deserved to get killed because she panicked also said that Ashley Babbitt did not deserve to be killed for trying to break into a room barricaded by police on January 6th. They don't actually have any real beliefs about use of force and all that. It's crude and mean Schmittian politics for them. Whether you deserve to be killed or whether it was a senseless tragedy comes down to how you vote. I think a woman trying to get through a window is a bit less of a threat than a woman trying to hit you with her vehicle. Just saying. Just saying. A woman crawling through a window is much less of a threat than a giant vehicle. Ashley Babbitt was an unarmed protester who got shot in the neck by an officer 20 feet away from her. What the hell are you even talking about? She didn't hit a cop with her car. You have absolute brain rot. And it's not even brain rot, it is the continued just accuse them of what you're actually doing that people on the far left constantly do. It's literal projection to the max. If they actually had any self-awareness, they wouldn't be saying shit like that. Ashley Babbitt didn't do anything to suggest she had a deadly weapon. True and real. And this Tobita Chow person trying to mock people saying we are Charlie Kirk, saying she could have been any one of us. It's like when people said, oh, that could have been me when Kyle Rittenhouse shot a pedophile and a domestic abuser. For some reason, in the world model in these people's minds, they imagine themselves as criminals doing criminal acts. They just want to kill you. Once you understand that, everything makes sense. Horrifying, they let her die there, bleeding out, her kids' toys in the passenger side door. They did not. She was removed from the vehicle and had emergency services checking on her, as I've tweeted out before. This person, Megan Basham, I don't know who she is, said, I feel like I'm gonna post this video 1,000 times as the Democrats try to erase what we can all see with our eyes. Officers instructing a driver to exit the car and the driver accelerating straight at the officer.
Right there, she's moving forward and he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got, if he hadn't moved, she would have run him over. Watch the tire. Yep. See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward with the officer directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the first place.
Yeah.
I see her spinning her wheels forward right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus, if you're next to a car like that, you can hear it when it starts accelerating. You know what? You actually bring up a great point. I hadn't even thought about this. But the police officer who was in front of the car heard the wheels accelerating. And yeah, absolutely, he's going to pull out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show the bullet hole in the windshield, so clearly shot from in front of the car. Here we go. And you can see right here, if the cop wasn't in front of the vehicle, then he wouldn't have been able to make this shot. I've seen the video. Don't breathe the propaganda machine. The state will ensure there's a full, fair, and expeditious investigation.
I don't think Tim Walz could be in charge of anything fair and expeditious. I'm gonna be fucking real. Nick Sortor saying, a video shows the moment a woman tried to run over ICE agents with her vehicle, resulting in her being shot. Tim Walz calling ICE the Gestapo is exactly why this stuff happens. Shame on Walz and Mayor Frey. 100%. And I feel like an insane person, because I don't think any of these politicians are ever going to be held accountable for the kind of rhetoric that they spew, causing these average people to be terrified and think that ICE is actually doing something wrong, when any sane American would want ICE to be there cleaning up criminals, getting out illegals, getting out people stealing their tax dollars. It's just crazy.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Ew! Ew! What the fuck? Why would you do that while you're recording? You disgusting freak animal!
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
You just did a heckin' murderino! These people all sound insane.
Dude, you did a murder for what?
So, if we still had those like parody song channels, they definitely would have taken that out and did like a Turn Down for What remix of it, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that wouldn't have happened. What the fuck, dude? You gotta put the Hawk Tua spit on that thing in the remix for the Turn Down for What. This guy responding to the footage said, please flip your textbooks to Tosis versus Below. The Tosis versus Below case solidifies the legal view that a vehicle in motion, even at low speeds or while maneuvering to escape, can be considered a deadly weapon if it is in close proximity to an officer or bystanders. This is justified. Assault vehicle bans when? We need some common sense, high capacity, semi-automatic vehicle of peace control. Someone said a longer video, you can hear the woman say she's going around and see the only thing that stopped her from going was a car that pulled in front of her at the last second, which is not true. Seems like she was just caught up in the roadblock by mistake and panic. And, you know, me just thinking maybe this guy's just a normal retard, not a malicious retard. I was like, agents asked her to get out of the car. An agent is in front of the car. She attempted to flee by running over the ICE agent who dodged out of the way while shooting. Does not seem like she was caught up by mistake. And some other retard said, party of small government really likes when big government shoots civilians protesting. Party of small government really tired of a corrupt justice system that only ever benefits the party of big government and criminals who smugly believe they're untouchable. What I hate most about the radical left is they've made me defend the feds. Fucking true and real, dude. Even if she didn't intend to harm the agent, all she had to do was just wait for him to walk past the car like you would any other pedestrian. And in the newest video that we have today, you can see her smiling as she attempts to hit him. So like all of this is just, it's been debunked at this point. The big debunkening has happened. Plan to protest, know your rights. You can assemble peacefully. March on sidewalks, not freeways. Carry signs and chant. Use public spaces open to everyone. You cannot block or enter freeways, throw objects or start fires, damage property or use graffiti, use weapons or fireworks, and finally, circled in pink in case you missed it, drive recklessly or act violently. Wow, thank you, Minneapolis. Thank you for the poster plan. I appreciate it. That's kind of nuts. agitated and organized by large networks of communist and leftist extremists, a large crowd gathered in Minneapolis where the car-ramming anti-ICE rider was shot dead. They chant about how every person must be allowed in because the U.S. is stolen land. Once again, this is not even like a rational talking point. Even if you believe that the U.S. is stolen land, even if you believe that we came here and we slaughtered Indians and we conquered them and then we stole the land from them via conquer, then are you not admitting that if we allow everyone in that would be conquering us, and if we don't want to get conquered, defending ourselves is the only option? If you are equating us conquering the American natives and taking their land to letting everyone in and allowing us to be conquered non-violently, then we should have the right to defend ourselves against it, just like the American Indians had a right to attempt to defend themselves. This line of logic does not make any sense. These people just want to kill you and see you destitute. Wild how much you have to repeat yourself. Sometimes I worry that I don't phrase things correctly, and other times some people are a little dumb and they don't understand when I say it the first time, you know? I'm a little retarded, you're a little retarded, the malicious liars aren't retarded, but they're gonna keep lying.
You know who uses their voice. This isn't the time to be silent. This is the time to rise up and continue to fight for the people. Rest in peace.
If they all live on stolen land, why not leave and give it to immigrants? Oh wait, they won't do that. They're one of the good ones! They deserve to live on the land now! Didn't you know? They're an ally! Mark Zielinski, thank you. People have to understand that their actions have consequences. Law is there for a reason. I wish the law would be enforced sometimes, you know? It feels like it just is not. Minneapolis protester beats on an ICE agent's vehicle and quickly pays the price. Oh, hell yeah. Get cheesed, idiot. Get cheesed! You love to see it. I referenced Moldy Locks getting punched in the face years ago on side scrollers. And there were a lot of people who did not know who Moldy Locks was, and then I felt old. Get cheddar blasted. Somebody talking about, this is Anna Paulina Luna talking about the, guy that we talked about doxing the Delta Force guy. My subpoena to call Seth Harp to testify before Congress for his actions in doxing a Delta Force commander and leaking classified information regarding the Venezuelan mission, Operation Absolute Resolve, has passed unanimously with support from both Democrats and Republicans out of committee and will be sent. Putting a service member and their family in danger is dishonorable and feckless. Leaking classified information demands explanation and a criminal investigation. Seth Harp will be held accountable for his actions. And we have no idea if this is even the correct person. There was a lot of people saying that he just doxed a random soldier. It wasn't even the Delta Force guy. Either way, hopefully they shut him away in Leavenworth for fucking doing this shit, because imagine trying to dox that guy. Imagine. We have another tweet. It says, federal earmark linked to address listed as restaurant in Minnesota. $1,031,000 in federal community justice services. Community project funding was earmarked for Generation Hope Minnesota and its Justice Empowerment Initiative. The funding was supported by Rep. Ilhan Omar and Senator Amy Klobuchar. Generation Hope Minnesota is described as a Somali-run nonprofit focused on addiction recovery services. However, when the address listed in the earmark justification is searched online, it appears to match the location of a Somali restaurant rather than a treatment or recovery facility. And this is a picture of the restaurant. And it says, fiscal year 26 community project funding, spring 2025. The application window for fiscal year 26 CPF funding through Rep. Omar's office is closed. Please see below for the projects that were chosen for the fiscal year 26 cycle. The 15 projects below were submitted to the Appropriations Committee by Rep. Omar in May 2025 for the fiscal year 26 CPF cycle in no particular order. Generation Hope Justice Empowerment Initiative, requesting entity address, Generation Hope, 326 Cedar Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Amount requested, $1.4 million. It's got more specific, but whatever. Account Commerce, Justice, and Science burn justice. The funding would be used for targeted re-entry support in Minneapolis, including job-specific training, computer skills development, peer support services, and access to education, so that participants are equipped with the tools and resources necessary for workforce success. The initiative integrates a tailored support model with practical job training through partnering with certified apprenticeship programs to provide participants with industry-recognized certifications. Their wraparound services also address addiction recovery, mental health, and housing, ensuring individuals have the comprehensive support they need to re-enter the economy and the community. So obviously, that's a bit more fraud, ain't it, buddy? Here's the Generation Hope Fiscal Year 26 member certification letter. And here's the appropriation amount and the supporters of the earmark. Representative Ilhan Omar, Senator Amy Klobuchar, and Senator Tina Smith. Generation Hope Minnesota, the Justice Empowerment Initiative Generation Hope. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1,031,000. Omar, Klobuchar, and Smith. Very, very interesting. Very interesting here. And the Hat Man also commented on this. Said the funding was supported by Rep. Ilhan Omar and Senator Amy Klobuchar. Amy isn't even governor yet, and she's already giving Somalians millions. What? Like, I'm already pissed, like, federal funds, so my tax dollars go to this kind of shit. But if I was in Minnesota knowing that, like, double your tax dollars were going to this, I'd be even more pissed. Someone said, I'm a former defense attorney and currently a civil liberties attorney with no political dog in this fight. I watched the video at least 10 times from different angles and at different speeds and waited to offer an opinion, which I still reserve the right to change if additional information changes the calculus. Well, let's see if she did. 2 hours ago, Jimmy Dore's show. Conservatives are claiming that new footage from the ICE officer's phone proves he acted in self-defense. That's not true. All right, so we can actually just ignore everything she says. JD Vance said this is preposterous. First of all, she's not waving the officers through and has no right to do so, even if she were. She's waving another car through before the officers approach her car. Second, the officers are not randomly searching her. They are approaching her vehicle because she is violating the law. Namely, she is obstructing a lawful enforcement operation. You're not allowed to walk up to or drive up to people who are enforcing the law to make it harder for them to do their jobs. Third, this defense attorney is drawing a meaningless distinction between an ICE officer and a quote-unquote real police officer. Again, you're not allowed to interrupt a lawful enforcement operation, which is exactly what this woman was doing. Fourth, the officer didn't discharge his weapon to prevent her from fleeing. When he discharged his weapon, she had pointed the vehicle at him and pressed the gas. He discharged his weapon in self-defense, and other angles of the video show the woman clearly hit the officer with her car while accelerating. The gaslighting is off the charts, and I'm having none of it. This guy was doing his job. She tried to stop him from doing his job, and when he approached the car, she tried to hit him. A tragedy, absolutely, but a tragedy that falls on this woman and all of the radicals who teach people that immigration is the one type of law that rioters are allowed to interfere with. And he's absolutely right. Minneapolis this morning, instigators from yesterday's deadly anti-ICE incident are creating barricades around the intersection where it took place, using wooden pallets, garbage cans, tires, and traffic cones. Those guarding the barricades told CNN that they're members of the immigrant community. Notice how they spell honor in the fucking British way, foreign agitators. And this is why they were labeled as a foreign terrorist group, man. Imagine, protect the living and honor the dead. Well, you're not doing either of those things, actually. Why are the streets painted commie? Is that just normal in Minnesota? Okay. All right, well, what this actually looks like, ICE tries to get woman who thinks she's being cute for a video to move her vehicle. 3 agents surround the vehicle, 1 from the front, 2 from the driver's side, likely looking to gain control of the situation. It is not cute to them as they're being surrounded by a mob. Woman panics, realizing this is in fact not cute, and attempts to flee, thinking she can avoid arrest. Tire loses traction and the car doesn't immediately respond to gas input. Woman panics further and guns the gas, causing an erratic vehicle takeoff. I don't know how much I put stock into this. This could just be like theory crafting, But the rest of this, you know, I pretty agree with. Agent at the front of the vehicle almost gets hit. Correction, he does get hit. Agents respond by opening fire, thinking the woman is using the vehicle as a deadly weapon. She was smiling. Trying to hit the lead ICE agent, I don't know if he was lead, at the front of the vehicle. Woman who shouldn't have even been there, but was there because she got spun out of control on TikTok drama, dies. Agents have to live with it. We'll likely have people demanding a mob-style execution by Cobb today. What the right wants, psychotic leftist domestic terrorist tries to kill ICE agents. We should use more force. I don't think that's really... Like, nobody wants this, but we also don't want people to just be wantonly killed and there be no repercussions. What the left wants, fascist Nazi psychopaths are murdering women and children. We should use more force. This is what they've been saying for years now. Come on, dude. Who actually wins? Minnesota politicians and bureaucrats who can spin this into a riot and continue to avoid accountability for fraud. I could very much see them using this as a way to try and get people to stop talking about the fraud. It's very important to not stop talking about the fraud. I didn't realize this was quite as fence city when I first read it, so there's definitely some things that hopefully it's got corrected after seeing more of the evidence. Minneapolis PD have surrendered the city to rogue leftists. 911 heard multiple death threats directed at me by a mob. MPD pretended for 20 minutes that they were responding. Then they told me I was on my own and hung up. The city needs to be taken under federal control. About 2 minutes on the scene, my security began wanting to bring me out of there due to the immediate threats of violence. I tried to shorten this video as much as possible, but it's tough given all the BS that unfolded. As soon as I dialed 911, one of the leftists screamed, "Minneapolis police are on our side." Turns out he was right. A vehicle began chasing us the wrong way down a one-way and then threatened to kill me. Dispatch heard this and responded by asking for my last name. First dispatcher promised they'd respond, asked me if I was white, held me on the phone for 10 minutes, and then ended the call. Second one called back and gave me the runaround as the situation worsened. Third one calls me back and tells me to go fuck myself, essentially. We ended up being followed out of town and requested backup, set to arrive in a few hours. We're not giving up. Leftists will not terrorize us into silence. See you in a few hours, Minneapolis. Stay tuned. And this is why, like, when I was watching the last riots with you guys, I was saying, like, a huge fucking props to any of the streamers that actually go down there and put themselves in these situations. Like, hopefully all of them are either unknown enough that they can stay safe normally, and if they're well known, hopefully they have security. Because it is a scary situation to be in the middle of these kinds of lunatic, violent people. And so, like, for us being able to see what's actually happening in these riots, we need streamers and we need people going on the ground to be able to capture this footage. Otherwise, all we're going to have is the mainstream media telling lies about it. So hopefully, anyone who goes down and does this kind of thing, we need them. They're very much needed, and hopefully they stay safe.
Get the fuck out of here right now!
Okay. Okay, fluffy hat man.
They killed my fucking neighbor!
I doubt she was your neighbor.
Fuck by these Nazis!
You guys are losers. You guys are losers. You guys are losers. Trying to agitate people. You're agitators.
Some fucking agitators over here! Get the fuck out of my city! What the fuck is wrong with you? Somebody die! Go to your fucking car so we can take a picture of your fucking plate.
Jesus.
Where's your fucking car, you coward? You couldn't even fucking stop?
I don't understand how you're calling him a coward when we all know exactly why you would want his plates. How is he a coward for wanting to protect himself from more of you lunatics trying to enact violence on him? Like they try to like guilt you into being like, oh, I gotta be the macho man, but it's like, no, he's doing the smart thing. What do you mean? And I'm sure someone with a high profile like Nick Sortor wouldn't even be bringing his own car. They would be in a fucking rental even.
You fucking walk the block, you're a fucking coward. Get the fuck out.
Security pulls me.
Fucking playing? You got nothing, huh?
All right, so we are Nazis for asking.
Once again, they don't call you a Nazi because they actually think you are one. They might be lunatic enough to believe it if they're propagandized, but it's more of a label to make sure everyone around knows that you're an acceptable target. Calling you a Nazi regardless is just marking you as an acceptable target.
For walking down the road asking questions. You're wondering why I was so adamant on having security before we actually
You
came out
need
here.
security
This
in
is,
these situations
exactly
if you're
why.
Hey,
known.
look at this fucking Nazi. Get the fuck out of here.
The question that was posed was, why are they blocking ICE vehicles in the street? And this is the reaction. I mean, I've been here for
Weirdo. Bunch of fucking Nazis.
I've been here for maybe 3 minutes
What's the point
at
of
the
this,
most.
guys? What's going on? What's the point of this? Look at you and look at us. What the fuck?
What did they mean by that?
Fuck you. Look at you, you headset looking motherfucker.
What?
What the hell?
You Hegseth looking motherfucker? What the? Even Nick turned around in confusion. He was like, what do you mean?
Hell of a comment right there. Yep.
No, don't actually. I think that's a compliment. That's true. Fucking Nazis.
Hey, this motherfucker with the live stream.
You proud of what you fucking did?
Come to ask questions? What does he mean by that?
Get the fuck out of here.
That dude's like the one broken NPC spamming dialogue, true? They didn't update him in the new patch?
Come to a new spot. We'll do a loop. We'll come back to the other side. Let's try and get undetected. We'll come back in.
Okay. And this is it. You guys see it now.
You lasted for 30 fucking seconds, you fucking cowards.
I've said barely any words out here. Barely anything at all.
You got money? You look like fucking cowards.
An agitator calling us an agitator is wild. But
Well, just being there and asking questions is agitation. You should just let them do whatever they want.
I'm literally just walking down the road. We haven't.
Nick has incredible aggro aura. I just love how confused he is, too.
we're not here for a fight, man.
Yeah, so
What the
that's
fuck
the
are you
difference.
doing?
I'm not here to fight with
Show us
anybody.
your
I'm just
fucking
walking.
car.
We came for a conversation.
What do you mean, show us your fucking car? What is wrong with these psychopaths? Do they hear themselves? Like, I know that they're just, like, propagandized, and so, like, the cognitive dissonance doesn't even occur to them. But it's, like, listening to this and hearing them be like, where's your car? Where's your license plate? What a coward. Where's your license plate? How do you say this shit and think of yourself as the good guy? Like, how do they equivalate that in their minds? I guess it's because they're calling him a Nazi, and so in their mind, anything is okay and acceptable to do to him. But it's like, what did he do to even get called that? It doesn't make sense. It's all so ridiculous.
Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out.
But I can't.
Oh, they're too scared to show us where their car's at. I thought you were saying you didn't give a shit. You were proud of yourself. Show us your fucking car.
This guy giving him the, like, fucking Hegseth looking ass motherfucker while he's looking like a fucking, oh my god, what's his name? He's like a Temu Tom DeLonge. Are you kidding me, guy? Like, what are you doing?
Let's go.
Why are you so mad at us? We didn't.
Why are we so mad? You're fucking Nazis.
What did we do that would you?
You're fucking Nazis. Get
Yeah,
the fuck
but why?
out.
Why are they Nazi?
Oh.
Don't be here. That's it. Leave.
You want to finish that thought?
Oh, that's right. Okay, hold on, guys.
Oh, he's throwing snow.
For 10 years, they've been taught that it's good to punch a Nazi, so to them, whenever they do it, or whatever they do to people is good, as long as someone is a Nazi in their eyes. It's like they can't even explain why someone is a Nazi, and when they try to rationalize it to you, it's just nonsense that doesn't make any sense. This guy is not a Nazi. Borders equal Nazis, simple as.
It's assault.
Uh-oh.
Look at this fucking coward.
Trappies are scared of snow.
Get the fuck out.
Okay. So what happens if I call 911? Let's do that. Can you get an address, please? Wait, what are they? You said they're on.
What is the address of the emergency?
Hi.
We're on foot.
We're on foot.
Okay. And how big is the group of people?
It's
20 at least.
Hey, cops, get here.
By 20? Okay. What were
The throwing objects are following us down the road. Yeah,
We're right here when you get here.
Hey, cops, we're waiting for you. You're a fucking coward.
We'll all be right here.
You know what the word cogent means?
What?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're at, I guess Park Avenue and 33rd now.
Yes, affirmative. East on 33rd Street.
With you fucks. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be.
You bet if you pull on his ponytail, he moans like a woman. Fucking probably.
You got something to say?
White.
Proud of yourself?
Why would they ask him that?
Hey, let's cross the street this way.
This is previously recorded. This isn't happening right now. This was last night.
You said you're here to talk? Say some shit.
Exactly why they're here.
Okay, so we're crossing Park Avenue onto 33rd.
Now we're crossing Park Avenue. Come protect us.
We're crossing Park Avenue onto 33rd.
You walk like fucking idiots. Look at you.
What the fuck?
See all the gate analysis? Look at you.
They're throwing ice blocks at us now.
This is a bad fucking idea.
Do we have an ETA? We don't have an ETA?
Yeah, you walk
Are
like
you guys
idiots. What
actually
are they
going to
even
respond to
saying?
this area, or are we just out here out here fending for ourselves?
Like, this is wild to call dispatch and get treated like this.
We do have an officer that's
Look at you. Tiny little fucking coward. Look at you. What you got tattooed on your neck, huh? What is that?
This guy is so creepy.
What happened?
Talk now, huh? No, you don't want any problems, motherfucker.
I highly doubt it's going to change. So, unless it gets worse, it might get worse.
Oh, come protect us. Oh, the city is so fucking scary.
Yeah, okay. No.
911 just hung up on him. What the hell? It's really wild how, like, even a 911 dispatcher is gonna hang up on you if they're part of the collective here. These people just want to kill you, and they don't want you to be able to defend yourself. And if they know that when you call 911, you're going to get hung up on, you're going to be run around and just not paid attention to, they're going to be emboldened. It's not even anymore like when seconds count, the cops are minutes away. It's you're on your fucking own. The cops are going to protect these people. And that's scary to realize. Like this should be very fucking worrying to everyone.
911 hung up on me.
Yeah, because you're a fucking coward. Where are you from? We just want to see your place. That's it. We just want to talk right by your car. That is something.
Hello.
We got good light now. Let's take a photo of it.
Yes, it is.
Take a photo of his tattoo.
So we're heading south.
Hang on a sec.
It's a different person now he's talking to at 911.
33rd.
We're 33rd heading towards Park.
Okay, yeah, we're heading back toward Park.
Hey, you came from this way. I thought you were going to your car. Send the direction.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Walk with your broke fucking legs behind the fuck. Right.
Are you with the person that you came with?
Who was this again?
People that think you're fucking morons.
Are you with the person that you came with? What is this questioning? Why even ask these things? I wish I could say this was incompetence, but obviously it is malicious.
Okay, so are we getting an officer out here, or is that not happening?
No, you gotta fend for yourself, motherfucker. You come to start shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little
Tell him your name.
not.
What's your name?
It's a little not possible right now.
Get in your car and fucking leave.
We can't just get a unit here. I
Get in
mean,
your fucking car.
we're not far from downtown Minneapolis, and we can't get anybody to come out here.
South Minneapolis, fucker, right by where you just killed somebody, you pieces of shit.
I mean,
Nick Sortor isn't ICE. What are you even talking about, brother man? It's like I've seen some people on Twitter being like, why aren't you upset? It's one of yours that got shot. And it's like, what do you mean one of ours? We're not just gonna like blindly defend someone because she's a white woman. That's insane. What the fuck are you talking about?
we're still hovering in the area of 33rd and Park. No, I don't have any ability to do that by myself.
Get in your fucking car and go. We're wasting police resources.
I've got two people here with me. I just need, I need some sort of police. It's been 10 minutes now.
We're not trying to get too involved. You're literally the police! What do you mean? That's insane to hear. Insane. Everyone that he talked to on the phone should be immediately fucking fired and not allowed to work law enforcement again, because clearly they do not take their job seriously. This is just wild to see.
I would love to, but I can't. I don't feel safe doing so. On that.
Motherfuckers, do your shit. Your tail's between your legs. Oh, it's a street. Look
I'm not walking in front of a vehicle. You kidding me? And see, and this fucker is going to try to turn onto a one-way street. All right, guys, you got a guy driving the wrong way down a one-way coming after me now, and we have no police here.
This is unbelievable.
Why would they care about a one-way sign? I'm gonna be real with you. Like, that's like the least of the laws being broken. That's why we should always carry. You should always have a means to defend yourself.
Get in your fucking car.
Alright, let's exit.
Get in your fucking car. It's fucking simple. Get the fuck out.
What the fuck? The fuck is he talking about? What do you mean you know how many people?
I don't think that matters until we...
Yeah, why is that something that she wants to know? How about you just send a fucking squad car, lady? What the fuck? Guarantee if he doesn't stop and you don't stop him, I will defend myself. They would have had an officer there right away, right? Just hit him with the, I'm gonna fucking shoot him if you don't send an officer here right now. Right, just get really fucking ornery about it.
You got a cop here, are you serious? We're on 33rd. That's what I need. I need somebody on 33rd near Park Avenue, in between Park Avenue and Portland. That's it. In my...
Just say there's a wounded Somali who needs help. True.
Black P coat on. I see no...
That didn't work out for you, did it?
No officers. Nothing. Yes.
What a fucking surprise you tried.
What?
So,
what are the odds that they're gonna try and stand in front of the vehicle to prevent him from leaving so that they can play victim again?
Go, go, go.
Oh, he cut it. He caught it. Unfortunate.
Stop your, you know what you're doing, but we have no backup. Real quick, without cops.
I said officers aren't able to get to your current location. If you'd like to speak with them, you'll have to move to a different location.
Oh, so the police can't get to 33rd and Portland, or 34th and Portland.
Okay, would you like to move to another location?
I mean, I'm just asking, is that the case? Is that...
You said what?
They can't get to 34th and Portland. I'm just making sure. Like, I guess if that's what I got to do, then that's what I got to do. All the, being chased down the street.
Okay, yeah, and I'm telling you that if you would like to speak with officers, you'll have to move to a different location that they can access, they can assist you.
That's
okay, so they're not coming
dumb.
to this location, correct? I have to go and find them
Okay,
myself.
if you're not going to answer my question, are you going to go to a different location?
I mean,
What? He's trying to get you to answer his question, you dumb whore! What the fuck?
Chase down the road. What do you want from me? I have to go. What location do I need to go
to? You're going to have to go to a different location if you'd like to be... Okay, I'm going to disconnect.
What location do I have to go to?
Why are women allowed in the workforce, buddy? Holy shit. I'm fucking... What the fuck? Incompetent fucking bitch. Imagine. And I don't think this is incompetence. I think this is malicious. I do not think this is incompetence on display. There is no way that this is explainable with incompetence. Zero fucking chance.
That's unfucking believable. Minneapolis police
You guys did nothing. Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing at all. Thank
Actually,
you very
just
much. I really
helping the
appreciate
violent
it.
rioter people.
It's a great look. They're not here.
They're not.
Wait, what'd you say?
We're getting followed by a Toyota
We're getting followed by
Corolla.
a Toyota Corolla.
White Toyota Corolla.
Are you 100%?
I turned my signal on late to test her, and she did the same.
So we'll do a cleaning maneuver, so take a right, and a right.
Oh, yeah.
There they are.
That's scary, dude.
Alright, so you'll probably have to get on.
This is why you wouldn't lead them back to your car, even if it's a rental. What other choice did he have, though? If the police weren't going to come there and help evac him, his security team has to. Like, there wasn't any other choice. This is some max headroom shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, go for it.
To be continued. Same ICE agent appears to have been dragged roughly 300 feet while executing an arrest warrant on an illegal alien, resulting in 33 stitches just 6 months ago. Glad we have this. Hell yeah.
ICE arrest in the Twin Cities is leading to even more charges.
This home security video shows a driver taking off during a traffic stop, dragging a deportation officer with him. New at 10, WCCO's Uba Ali walks us through this video and the political firestorm behind it.
What began as a planned federal immigration arrest took a violent turn in this quiet Bloomington neighborhood. And it was all caught on camera. According to a federal complaint, agents...
Where the fuck is this guy's neck?
...were executing a warrant for 39-year-old Roberto Carlos Munoz. They say Munoz entered the country unlawfully, and he also pled guilty to fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct back in 2023 for abusing a minor. Tuesday morning, agents pulled him over. Court documents say he repeatedly refused to comply before a federal agent took out his spring-loaded window punch with his right hand and broke the driver's side rear window. These images show the officer's hand in the vehicle. In this video, you can see the driver take off with the agent hanging from the car, dragging him 300 feet through front yards. These graphic images show the aftermath. A bloody agent who needed 33 stitches.
I'm assuming that's from his arm being through the window. That's fucking rough. Jesus Christ.
For his significant cuts. And now a political battle with a top Homeland Security official criticizing Governor Tim Walz, posting on X, instead of comparing ICE law enforcement to the Gestapo, Walz should be thanking our brave law enforcement. The Department of Justice says a request for Munoz to be held after that 2022 arrest was, quote, not honored by local authorities, and Munoz was released.
So I'm glad we got that footage. Someone mentioned previously Amy Caprio, which was in a similar situation. She was ran over and killed in a similar situation to the Minneapolis ICE shooting. I do not know how much of this I could show.
As the Jeep continued to advance,
it's only 12
Officer
seconds.
Caprio got off one shot. WJZ won't show the rest, but a somber jury saw and heard Amy Caprio dying from massive crushing injuries. As the Jeep continued to advance,
she's pretty much in the same position on the edge front of the vehicle as the officer in the current shooting. She was not able to jump out of the way in time, unfortunately. And this is exactly what people would have wanted for the ICE officer in this shooting, unfortunately. She hesitated, the other officer didn't. It's like, if you're facing someone who wants to harm you, you have to treat it that way, you know? And it's really sad. The hesitation, really sad. And then Andy Nyo putting out another thing here. An Antifa-linked extremist anarchist blog claim it has released the personal information of around 14,000 DHS Gov associates on the dark web. Fuck your list, Pam Bondi. Here's ours. January 6th, 2026. For months, we have been collecting information on ICE agents and employees of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in response to the ongoing abhorrent actions of these agencies across the so-called United States, often perpetrated against innocent people just for being brown, including defenseless children and infants. Tonight, by the glow of our monitors, we are releasing a list of around 14,000 breached ICE and DHS accounts from across the internet. This list includes various information and varying completeness for each account, such as first and last name, email address, password hashes, and in some cases, clear text passwords, home addresses, and phone number. A download link to the file has been posted to various hacker forums across the Tor network. These people want you dead. The sooner more people understand this, of just like average political spectrum, the faster this can actually be taken care of. It's incredibly aggravating to see the constant escalation of far-left violence and everyone just wringing their hands and hemming and hawing and not doing anything about it. We actually need to have the feds do something for once. Actually protect people for once instead of trying to harm innocents. Like, come the fuck on. It's all so fucking tiresome. The brother of the father of the children of the woman, what a statement, that was shot, said that she had no business to be there and that the kids should have never been in that state, and that he will be pushing for custody of all 3 children of his late brother. He said she was manipulated by her lover into a dangerous life of leftist violence. And then Andy Nyo here, and I'll read this article. I made her come down here. It's my fault. Rebecca Good, the partner of the anti-ICE activist who was shot dead after accelerating her car towards an ICE agent, revealed that she influenced her partner to participate in the militant direct action to obstruct ICE. We have a video has circulated following the Wednesday fatal shooting of a woman in an encounter with ICE agents in Minneapolis, in which another woman who identified herself as the wife of Renee Nicole Good was seen sobbing and claiming that she made her wife come down here before she was shot. A neighbor who was filming after Good's car sped out of control down the street in the wake of the shooting and crashed into a parked car asked the wife, who was seen sitting on the ground, what had happened. I made her come down here. It's my fault, she wailed. They just shot my wife, she continued. They shot her in the head. I have a 6-year-old. The woman who identified herself as Good's wife had been seen in other clips of the incident prior to the shooting. Following federal agents and filming them, she was seen standing next to the vehicle Good drove as the shots rang out, and sprinting down the street when the car sped away uncontrollably. DHS said in the wake of the shooting, the ICE officers had been conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of the violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life and the lives of his fellow law enforcement and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. Good's mother identified her daughter as the victim on Wednesday night. Well, an Instagram account that belonged to Good described her as a poet and writer and wife and mom and shitty guitar strummer from Colorado experiencing Minneapolis, Minnesota. The GoFundMe page for the family of Renee Good nears $1 million. It's like 9:46 as of, what time was this? 6:04 p.m. last night. Just a reminder, they tried to shoot Donald Trump twice, murdered Charlie Kirk in front of the nation, and celebrated openly. Just this past week, they tried breaking into J.D. Vance's home, hoping his family was there, and yesterday tried running over ICE. They are escalating violence. And he's absolutely right. It's really wild that they can say stuff like that without repercussion, but God forbid you make some kind of edgy joke and they will attempt to ruin your life for it. It's the good guys TM chant, truly the best of guys.
To be peaceful to your oppressor. You should be. Save our life, kill and ice. 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 Hey, I dedicate that one to Renee Good. Necessary.
Someone says 2 wrongs don't make a right, and the response is by any means necessary.
By any means necessary, bitch!
I dedicate that one. I dedicate that one. I dedicate that one. Listen, you don't gotta chant it if you ain't ready. But some of us are pissed off, aren't we?
You don't gotta chant it if you ain't ready. This is why I was so like, when JD Vance was like, Democratic politicians need to ask themselves. It's like, no, they don't. They don't need to ask themselves. They know what they want. They know what they're going to do. They know what they're agitating their voter base to do. They know it already. The question is for Republicans. What are you going to do about it?
I dedicate that one to Renee Good. When I say Renee Nicole Good, you say presente.
What?
Renee Nicole Good.
Why are they speaking Spanish? They're in Minnesota. The Somalians are the ones getting deported. Shouldn't they be speaking Somalian? Why is it Spanish?
Renee Nicole Good. We are going to say that. If I may, let us not say her name. Because say her name is for members of marginalized communities whose deaths are forgotten.
Really? You're gonna use this white woman as a martyr, but then still be like, we can't say her name because she was white.
Nobody forgetting Renee Good. She has achieved the highest honor a white person can achieve.
She has achieved the highest honor a white person could achieve. Dying? What did he mean by this? If I speak, I will fucking glow. Holy shit.
Race traitor.
How is she a race traitor? Is she a race traitor because she was prioritizing the Somalian fraudsters over her children? But that's not even a race thing. Like, regardless of the race of her children, like, she's fucking them over. I'm so fucking confused at how these racist rules work. I am clearly not racist enough to understand the logic of the average leftist.
She is now bestowed the honor of accomplice.
What?
Renee Good! Renee Good!
I do not understand how she's a race traitor, or how that's the highest honor. What is happening?
How many of you know that Hilton hotels have contracts with ICE? Did y'all know that a Hilton hotel in Minneapolis kicked out ICE from its hotel? As a result, the Hilton chain kicked that hotel out of the chain.
Woo! Go Hilton!
Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Corporations must be held accountable for their collaboration. Remember that.
You like how they also cheer? Yeah, they have no idea what's going on.
How many of y'all know ICE and the Israeli army trained together?
What?
Fuck Israel!
Just in case, we gotta throw a fuck Israel in there, you know, just for the optics. Have some fun with it, I guess. What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Suddenly, holy shit, dude. A murmur, thank you. Yes to them betraying is a virtue. Again, I don't even understand, like, what are they talking about?
The hardest chance in 2025, and I want to see mosh pit energy from this crowd. Jump up and down.
I'm not seeing enough movement!
Just for the hell of it. One more chance.
Oh boy.
Because the name of Dr. Martin Luther King has been disrespected enough by these white people.
What?
Fuck Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Thank you for your energy.
These are the people who want us to, like, just really completely feel bad. And it's like, I completely, once again, I'm probably going to have another artificial Indian article, not understanding that I can see things with my eyes and claiming it's what I believe. When people start making memes and, like, celebrating this woman's death, They shouldn't do that. It's not a reason to celebrate. It's depressing, especially how she got to this position. But when these people cheer and celebrate and party over Charlie Kirk being assassinated, why would any of those people celebrating that this woman got herself shot by trying to run over an ICE agent, why would they ever take these people seriously? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The crowd is literally celebrating. Yeah, they're also celebrating her death in a different way. It's... what is happening?
Join your local rapid response group. Give to your local mutual aid. Occupy your local vacant apartment. Let's do this.
Even if nobody, like, even if you're somebody who doesn't know what's going on, you should be able to watch this video and understand what these people want for you. And it is a scary realization to come to. And I think a lot of people came to that realization that their coworkers or people around them would cheer if they died in the same way that Charlie Kirk did. So it just makes me wonder how many more people still don't understand where we are. How many more people are still stuck in the retarded, I just want to grill, I don't want to pay attention attitude. A leftist woman said she feels kind of wrong for paying her respects to Renee Good because she is a white woman who is privileged and white tears are not helpful.
So, I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just dazed because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong being here in some way. I don't know why.
And why do you think, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, like, where that stems from. Like, I mean, part of it is being like a white woman that I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege. So I feel like white tears are not always something that's helpful or necessary.
Like, why is she prostrating herself here? You're allowed to be sad. You can be sad that someone died. Your race doesn't fucking matter. It's insane how someone can be here and say that white tears aren't helpful. The commitment to being racist and to hating white people is greater than feeling bad that someone lost their life, regardless of whether it was her fault or not. Insanity!
For a long time.
Jesus Christ.
This isn't new for them, and so I don't know if that makes any sense in that way.
How did you decide that you should be here? Or are you still figuring that out?
Well, I work like 2 miles from here, so driving by, I don't, it was like, I'm here. I'm 2 miles, I can stop. So, I mean,
how do you get like this? How does this happen? I cannot understand it. People don't get it. That woman's life means nothing to these nutters. Her value is only we can riot more because someone dies. These people have cruelty squad levels of human life has no value. I agree. These people do not care about her, and it's why, like, some people in the crowd earlier were shouting the fucking, kill someone else, or like, you can't kill all of us. Because they're trying to egg it on. They're trying to have it happen so they can continuously escalate. Cenk Uygur said, the woman shot in Minnesota was Renee Nicole Good. She was 37 and had a 6-year-old son. Her son's dad also passed away. He'll now be an orphan. Even if you think she did something wrong, it wasn't worth killing her for. How the fuck is the agent supposed to know that when his life is in danger and she's trying to run him over? Come the fuck on. We have to have a higher bar for taking someone's life. A higher bar than they're literally going to fucking kill you? What higher bar is there, Mr. Horsefucker? Come on, dude. Matt Van Swol responds, you're not getting it at all. We all knew something like this was bound to happen and have been sounding the alarm about it for months. We knew that an entire left-wing ecosystem of media and politicians making illegal actions against ICE seem heroic and righteous was bound to get someone killed. And it already did before this. When they were incensed to target those National Guardsmen, one of them died due to this kind of rhetoric. There is no illegal actions being taken by the Trump administration in this regard. And they are incensing their voting base to go and commit these acts. That's why for months, many of us were calling out the insanity of the actions of some of these protesters who were just actually doing illegal things. Then we watched as leftist judge after leftist judge let each of these criminal lawbreakers loose without any consequences at all. Then the media wrote glowing op-eds on how these criminal lawbreakers were heroes of the resistance and should be praised. You get what you incentivized. And the left incentivized harassment, vandalism, and yes, violence against ICE and Border Patrol agents. And so we get more of it. It's awful and evil, and it has to end here. Matt Van Swol said 5 left-wing narratives instantly crumble with the body cam footage. 1, Renee was terrified for her life. She absolutely was not. She was smiling and taunting officers, literally zero fear. 2, the officer was not hit. Clearly, by this video, he was hit hard. Renee didn't know who the officers were. Clearly false from the new footage. They knew exactly who they were. 4, Renee was peacefully trying to leave the scene. Again, clearly not. She slammed on the accelerator directly into the officer, even when she had nearly a full minute to leave the scene prior to him being in front of the car. 5, Renee wasn't involved in any ICE-related activities. Instantly proven false. The wife and partner in the video clearly state they are going to harass ICE later. What is beyond insane to me is that Renee's partner screams for her to drive when law enforcement commands her to exit the car. Absolutely horrifying to watch. And once again, I hope that woman who convinced Renee to be here and who screamed at her to drive while the officers were telling her to get out of the vehicle lives with this guilt for the rest of her life. This is on her entirely. Oh, there is a dog in the car. That's why I didn't notice. The Alpha News thing was in front of it. I see the doggo. She is very clearly smiling here. She is not a person experiencing fear or anxiety in this moment.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later.
Will it? Because you're from Colorado and you're currently in Minnesota and you have Missouri plates. Why are there Missouri plates on your vehicle?
That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
You want to come at us? Why would you taunt him in this manner? Again, these people smugly think that they are untouchable. They have been able to enact fear and terror on people for so fucking long that they believe nothing will happen to them. And that should be objectively not true. But unfortunately, a lot of our politicians, a lot of our corrupt justice system allow them to get away with this shit. And so it puts them in a false sense of security that they can do whatever the fuck they want and there won't be any repercussions. And that is not the case. And this woman should still be alive, the one in the car, not the one standing here.
Out of the car.
You can hear and see the officer get hit after the drive, baby, drive. There's zero way that any of this could be explained away. We know they're lying. They know that we know they're lying, and they will continue to lie in the hopes that people do not believe their lying eyes.